Alright, sorry to have you here. I got a muddy car. Actually, I kind of like it when it's muddy, but every now and then it does need a bath. Got to give it a bath. So it's completely waterproof. So that's one of the beauties of having a completely waterproof RC. You can just rinse it off. Literally just blast it. Some of the mud off the axles, mud off the transmission. ESC is waterproof. All the electronics are waterproofed. So that way you don't have to spend a whole long, huge time doing it. It didn't take long at all. Just flip it over. Get the parts I couldn't reach the other way. And that's how you clean off your RC after you've gone racing around in the mud and rain. Really not that big a deal. And what I do is I'll just put it outside and let it drip for a while. And then I'm going to spray it down with some liquid wrench silicone spray, which is like the cheapest spray I've found. One second here. Oh yeah. So yeah, I've tried different kinds. I've tried a few different brands of spray, and I really like this. This is like $3 and maybe $3.50 at Walmart, which is helping to destroy our nation and make China powerful. So do your part to destroy America by shopping at Walmart and buy you some liquid wrench. It's got some kind of ceramically reinforced polyteflon fluoride ethylene or something in it, which of course is probably destructive to the environment. So destroy the environment and America all at the same time. And even before it dries off, you can use this because this will disperse. This disperses water. I'll show you what I mean. For instance, one of the places that I worry about rust, not too worried about the aluminum and stuff, but one of the places that I am worried about rust is all the steel parts, these hardened steel shafts. I'm trying to get it up here in the light where you can see it. And all these hardened steel shafts, okay? Be careful it doesn't squirt back at you. But that'll force the water out of there, so you don't get rust on these little pins inside these joints. Those pins would wear faster if they had rust on them. And then also in the universals, and of course in the basically everywhere that you think can rust. But the aluminum won't rust, and I've got stainless steel links, and the other parts are carbon fiber or Lexan. And then I like to give the servo a bit of a douse right underneath the servo horn, because that's about the only place it can intrude. I just soak it. So I'm not real worried about it being a mess, because I'm outside. And I mean, you can really go crazy with it if you want. You can go down into the splines of the shaft. Just make sure it doesn't squirt back in your face. That's why I like to be off to the side when I'm doing this. And then I'll flip it around this way so I can get at the transmission. And this is a hardened steel gear here, so I definitely want to hose that down. As you can see, I'm really not being neat about it at all. I don't really care. Everybody's also anal about this kind of stuff, and I just wanted to show you can literally put your car right in the sink, hose it off, and then get right in there and just blast everything. And what I do is once it's dry, okay, I go after it with a toothbrush and I rub off all the grit and dirt and crap and stuff everywhere. So I just really just blast it. This stuff is also dielectric, so it's good for everything. There's really nothing that it's not good for. You could spray the tires. It's good for rubber. It's good for plastic. You can spray the whole body with it if you wanted to. And what it'll do is it'll actually keep stuff from sticking to it, and it'll kind of keep some water out of it at the same time. So anything that you're worried about, oh gosh, got hung up on something. Anything that you're worried about, shocks, anything, just blast it, squirt it. I mean, if I had a 55-gallon drum of this stuff, I'd just dunk the whole car in it and pull it back out, and I'd be just fine. Corrosion X would be even better, but that stuff stinks. This doesn't smell too bad. So I just let it sit out here, and I'll let it just dry out. And like I said, once all the water's off of it and it's really dried out, like tomorrow morning, I'll come out here with a toothbrush and I'll knock all the crud off of it. But what this is going to do is this is going to keep little bits of rust from starting to form on it. Kind of a weird way to do it, and I don't think I've seen anybody else do it this way, but I've been doing it this way for over a year, and all my stuff holds up great. Stays waterproof, holds together. I've had some really good luck with this car. I drive it very aggressively. It's got a gigantic motor in it, huge tires, weighs about 7.5 pounds, and I'm blasting around like all the time, tumbling and jumping and squirting around with it. So for it to have held up as long as it is, I think I've done a pretty good job on it, making it sturdy. I mean, I'm not taking credit for the Vanquish products or the all the Robinson Racing stuff and all the beautiful things that make it durable, but my maintenance method has not proven to be inadequate, is what I guess I'm saying. I just squirt everything, and then I can come out here tomorrow and I can just knock all the grit off of it with a toothbrush, wipe down any excess with a paper towel, and it's good to go again. Oh, well, I've got you out here. Here's Vivi Cat, the porch cat. Here's the shell. I wanted to show you how the shell's looking after, I mean, ridiculous driving around. Really doing good. Holding up awesome. This HPI Lexan shell has proven to be extremely durable. I've destroyed quite a few shells in short order. Certain shells are just really fragile. It could be the way that they manufacture them, it could be the shape of them, it could be the material that they use in them. But this particular shell, even the paint is holding up, as you can see. And my little trick of putting clear duct tape over everything has definitely kept the paint from being chafed off of things like the wheel wells and other areas where it might possibly rub. Alright then, that's how to make a durable, waterproof vehicle and how to keep it looking good. And here's Vivi Cat, the porch cat. She used to be the shop cat, but she's the porch cat now. This is her new zone. Yep. It's funny, ever since I started hanging out on the porch, she started hanging out on the porch. You gonna bite me? Are you really gonna bite me? Oh my gosh. Seriously? You got a lot of attitude. She's feeling full of herself.